Um, alright, I think we're up and running. What's up, guys? And ow. Is he going here? No. Anyways, what's up? It's been a little bit, a couple days. So basically, I've been struggling with trying to get better recording software. I'm still using Microsoft, the Xbox Bar game capture thing, but this time I'm on Opera GX browser, and we'll see what happens. I'm getting my ass kicked. Anyways, this is Season 2. Yeah, Season 2 of Crunker.io. I got an editing software. I got a new music playlist that isn't literally just 20 songs, it's like 60 now. Link in description. And yeah, school's starting back up. This is my first weekend. I'll have less time to record, but I'll have more things to say. I'll have more things to talk about. Nice. Right now, I don't really have anything to talk about regarding school because we were in for 2 days. So it was all of the, syllabus stuff. Nothing really special. Yeah, Season 2. Ed has died. It's just me, editing software now, so I can actually, do edits like this one right here. Editor's note, put something there. I don't know. There's a guy behind me. One in front of me? What the hell is happening? Oh. That guy's molding. Yeah. I didn't really think about this before I started recording. I don't know what to talk about. Wait! Okay, hold on. I made a notebook, and I write down talking points, and... Okay, so... A funny story. The only thing written down in my talking point notebook is ants. Oh, don't worry about that. I don't know if you can hear it, but my dogs. Picture of dogs. Editor's note. Put a picture of my dogs right here. They're horrible, and I hate them. Anyways, ants. Okay, I can talk about ants. Hold on. So, where do I even start? How about how I got into ants? Yeah. First of all, I'm a big fan of ants. I love the little guys. They're awesome. Ow. In middle school, freshman year, high school era, I'm a senior right now, by the way. I would religiously watch Ants Canada. Banger channel, by the way. It goes crazy. Highly recommend it. I don't watch them anymore, but I don't watch a lot of anything anymore, to be fair. Yeah. Ants Canada. That's what got me to ants. That channel went crazy. It was just some dude with a whole bunch of ants, and he would just talk about them, and I was enamored. So now I know a lot about ants. Such as, ants alone make up 25% of the world's biomass. Of land animal biomass. Including bugs. I think, not including plants, just animals. Yeah, all the people, all the birds, everything. Literally everything. All the other bugs. All combined together make up 80% of the land's biomass. Because the other 20% is just ants. They're everywhere, bro. There's so many ants. No, we didn't come back. Where do I even keep talking? Okay. Ants have discovered immortality. That's kind of cool. So, how ants reproduce, right? You've got a queen, which, by the way, the queen doesn't, rule the colony. The queen is just as much a worker as all the other ants. It's just that the queen has a much more important job than the workers, but it's not, ruling them by any means. Ow. But the way ants reproduce is the queen will make what are called elates, which is basically like queens and males that have not mated yet. Males just mate and die. That's like the whole point of males for ants. Now, I guess you could call them princesses? I don't know. Queens that have not mated. They're called elates. And a lot of ant queens will just, what's it called? Will clone their own genomes to make female elates. So what this means is it just has the female genomes. So that's cloning, which is whatever. They do that. And to make workers and male elates, they will fertilize the eggs. They only mate once, and they keep all the sperm alive in some funky little organ they have. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, they just keep like all of the sperm forever. And they fertilize eggs whenever they need to. Now, certain ant species, the only one I know of is, yes, this is a real name, black crazy ants, but I'm going to call them longhorn ants because that's a much more palatable name. So longhorn ants they're black ants, right? Like they're not. Also, the reason they're called that, black crazy ants, is because they're black and they have sporadic movement. Another thing I really like about ants is just the genius naming. You've got big-headed ants. Now get this, they have a big head. You've got carpenter ants, they shoot wood. You've got, what are the other ants? Fire ants, they hurt. You've got leaf cutter ants, get this, they cut leaves. You've got, I don't know, other ants. There's a lot of ants. Oh, green ants, green tree ants. Now get this, they're green, and they live in trees. I know, right? You've got yellow crazy ants. Get this, they're yellow. And they have sporadic movement. Yeah, ants are very funny. Ow. Yeah. What was I on about? Oh yeah, double cloning. So, usually, when the male like mates with the queen and dies, right? It's just whatever. The female, it's up to the female to fertilize an egg or not. You know, choose what it wants to do. But when it comes to double cloning, now this is unprecedented. This is not how genetics is supposed to work. The male, okay, so when the female fertilizes an egg, the male's genetic information sometimes will just get rid of the female genome, effectively making him clone himself beyond the grave. So it's just the female genomes and just the male genomes, because the male just gets rid of the female genomes. So basically, when these ants breed, it is just the males and females are effectively different species. Their genetics never mix unless they're making non-fertile workers. Now what this means is that they can inbreed infinitely without the drawbacks of incest. That's not how genetics, that's not how that works. That breaks like all of the rules that genetics is supposed to follow. I didn't switch to my knife there, by the way. Oops. That's not how life is supposed to work. They're cheating. They are cheating. So yes, there are immortal colonies, and yes, this ant species does live with multiple queens. One colony will just never die, because they'll just infinitely make its own queens. Nuptial flights is usually how ants reproduce, right? Like all of the queens and males, all of the elates will just fly out from different colonies and breed, and some of them will live, but that's all you really need. Longhorn ants just don't do that. They just don't need to, because they just make infinite ants. It breaks all of the rules of nature. That's not how life is supposed to work. I'm pretty sure they're the, well, not longhorn ants, but ants are the only, like, animals that can do that. Why? How? But yeah, that's like one of my favorite ant facts. Some other stuff, I don't know, they've developed farming both plants and animals. I'm just gonna count fungi as plants right now, because why the hell not? Things like leafcutter ants will... Oh yeah, hold on. I've got another funny. Pavement ants. Get this. They're really small, and they live in the pavement. Anyways, sorry. Yeah, leafcutter ants will cut up leaves. They won't eat the leaves, but they drag them into their colonies and, like, stick them in special little chambers, where they sit and grow fungi. And the ants will eat that fungi. Also, they farm aphids. I'm sure you know about this. They will ants will, like, claim a bush or something and just take care of all the aphids on it. They will chase away things like ladybugs or other aphid predators, tending to their farm animals, I guess. But also, during, like, winter times and stuff, they'll grab the aphids and bring them into their colonies. Like, they'll keep the aphids in their colonies, like, inside of their ant nests during winter and whatnot. Also, this level 111 SMG is not letting me have a good time. But yeah, they just, like, take care of these aphids so they can eat their, honeydew, or what it's called, I forgot the name. Sir, please just leave me alone. I'm trying to talk about ants. Yeah. Like, that's pretty funny. They also have wars. Like, ants will fight each other all the time. Ants, okay, I'm sure you guys heard about, like, limiting factors in nature in, like, fucking middle school science or whatever, where limiting factors are, like, the amount of available food. The biggest limiting factor to ants are ants. Ants are their own biggest limiting factors. Okay, I'm not 1v1ing this guy. You got me. No, you're kidding me. If ants work together, then you have a situation like Argentine ants. Argentine ants are these little, unremarkable ants, right? They're present all throughout the West Coast and Australia and a bunch of Europe. The thing about Argentine ants, despite them being small, they are voracious eaters, and they are very good at living. Like, they're hardy. A lot of ants are, but Argentine ants especially. Also, they eat pretty much anything and everything. The thing about Argentine ants is most ant colonies will infight. Like, they'll fight between species, or inside a species. Like, fire ant colonies will attack other fire ant colonies. Argentine ants don't. Like, ants have a certain smell to them. It's their pheromones. It's how they communicate. And ants from different colonies have different pheromones, even if they're the same species. Argentine ants just don't. So if two completely different Argentine ant colonies met, they would just, like, act like they're in the same colony, because they pretty much are once they meet. Argentine ants, even when they, like, go off to create different colonies, they don't, like, separate in the sense that they'll fight each other. Like, they'll join together as if they've never been apart. And this has led to massive, and I'm talking massive, Argentine ant colonies that stretch across, like, multiple countries, just decimating the native populations. They did it to Australia. Australia's ecosystem, like, kind of got fucked up by Argentine ants. And it's happening to California as well. California is kind of getting rocked by Argentine ants. These guys will just, like, take over native species. Because there's just so many of them. They don't limit themselves. They don't really have a limiting factor. They're so voracious, they'll just attack anything and everything. They're a ridiculous species. But yeah, what else did I talk about ants? Oh, you want to know what the first fastest like movement speed from any or like biological organism is? It's the jaws of a vampire ant or Dracula ant. Don't remember. Those guys are crazy. I could talk about them for a lot. You want to know what the second fastest movement speed of any biological creature is? The jaws of a trapjaw ant. So ants hold first and second place. And I think that's awesome. What, sir? Why didn't you just shoot me? Look, now you're a knife. Okay. But yeah. So trapjaw ants are hilarious. I'll show a picture right here. They've got these jaws that like go open 180 degrees. They're basically blind, by the way. Some ants actually do hunt by eyesight, namely like a bunch of bullet ants like jack jumpers and stuff like that. But these ants are pretty much blind, and they open up their jaws like 180 degrees, and they have little whiskers on the inside of their jaws that act like sensors. So whenever the whiskers touch something, the jaws just snap shut. So basically, imagine giving a man, like, wrapping a t-shirt around a man's head, and then taping a bear trap to his face. And now you have trapjaw ants. But also they do sting, which is, excuse me, kind of unnecessary if you ask me. But in the wild, they've been recorded to where if they want to just not be somewhere anymore, they will aim their jaws at the ground and snap them shut, launching them. And I mean fucking launching them. Like, these ants go flying. I'll put a video, maybe. I'll try my best to. No promises. But yeah, they just launch themselves. Usually, yeah, when they just don't, like, they don't know where they're going, by the way. They're not, like, doing it with any direction. They just don't want to be in one spot anymore. They just dip. They just fling themselves. They go really fast, too. There's a guy behind me. I just want to fight him. Okay, I'll fight this guy. Alright, now I'm ready. Okay, never mind. But yeah, that's trapjaw ants. I'm not going to talk about vampire ants because I don't want to. You can look them up yourself. They're interesting. What else did I talk about? Oh yeah, on the topic of ant names again, which, yeah, I was talking about that like 10 minutes ago, but shut up. You know acrobat ants? Now get this. There's actually nothing special about them. The reason why they're called acrobat ants is because they lift up their gasters, which is like their little ass part. They lift them up whenever they feel threatened. That's why they're called acrobat ants. It's hella lame, which I think is funny. Yeah. Oh, I'm not going over there. You think I'm crazy? I know what you want. Yeah. I'm a big fan of ants. I haven't even, like, scratched the surface of what I know about them, but that's, like, all the entertaining stuff. Alright, what else do I have to talk about? You know what? When I was talking... Okay, we're jump cutting back here. Don't worry, I just revealed my full name and address. Don't worry about it. Yo, leave a like if you want me to dox myself. We're setting a goal for 10 likes, and I'll dox myself. I am lying right now. That's not true. But yeah, that's my story about ants. And that's the only thing I've written now. So I guess we're just winging it now. Thanks for sticking around for long enough if you have. If not, then screw you. You're dumb and stupid too. But you're not going to hear this because you didn't watch it all the way. Which is why you're dumb and stupid. Yeah. Yeah, take that. And if you watched this far, you're cool. And a really cool person. I'm thinking about what to title this video. Maybe it should be something about ants, I don't know. But yeah, I've been doing well. I just don't want my footage to keep getting corrupted. Hopefully today's footage won't. If it does, then I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Hopefully Microsoft Game Capture's kind of me. Also, hopefully I don't sound too... Oh my god, you're kidding me. Hopefully my voice doesn't sound too bad. It's a little bit scratchy right now, but whatever. Bitch. No! Yeah, I don't know. I got an editing software that's cool. I'm using DaVinci, the free version. And honestly, I mean, oh, it's been doing well. Yo, link in the description because they're free. You should use it. It's awesome. I think. I don't know. I mean, it works better than Clipchamp. That's for damn sure. Okay, that guy turned around pretty quick, actually. Is he gonna come over here? No, he's not. Boo! Boo! He is gonna come over here, though. That guy will. Bitch. Oh, what? I thought that was a person over there. Okay. Is that guy gonna shoot me? No. But I'm gonna shoot him. Yeah. What the fuck was that? Okay. Interesting, interesting. Fair and balanced. No, please leave me alone. Okay. Yeah, my god, I'm kinda low, actually, for not having shot him that much. Alright, is he gonna come over here? No, this guy will. The shotgun player. I don't really want to fight shotguns right now. But yeah, I mean, the fact that I haven't been able to set up my recording situation, and the fact that I haven't really had that much motivation to, I don't know, I've been getting kind of sleepy. Like, I've been sleeping alright, but I couldn't tell you. Like, I'm fine, don't worry about it. It's just not the most motivated. Especially with school and whatnot, but, I mean, school shouldn't be too hard this year. Like, I should be fine. It's just sometimes I might not have the time. A lot of empty space. I don't know. I've got nothing else to say. I don't know, consider this an update video for season 2 or something. Catch you on the flip side.
I still hear your voice when you sleep next to me. I still feel your touch in my dream. Forgive